Jen Barlow is the host and producer of the Boys Toys television series and a nominee tonight. David Brooks is a photojournalist for the San Diego Union Tribune and is also nominated this year. Please welcome Jen and Dave.
Oh, so David, we get to present the awards for directing, so that means we better get our lines right and hit our marks, or else.
Hey, this is live. We can do whatever we want, right?
Well, they are going to be editing this for broadcast in July, and you don't want to end up on the cutting room floor, am I right?
Right. Good point. How about it for Don Johnson? Isn't he great? Let's roll that tape.
In the category of Director, Live or Recorded Live, the nominees are Prep Pigskin Report, Michael Hacker; Live Directing Composite, Timothy Powell; 2014 Composite, Michael Odino. In the category of Director, Post-Production, the nominees are Breaking Point, Bill Wisniewski; Stories of the Sharp Experience, Episode 13, Rich Underwood; Two Sisters, Two Families, Paul Alexander Utalainen. In the category of Director, Short Form, the nominees are Wings and Things Frozen Sucks, Michael Brueggemeyer; Solare, Andy Larson; San Diego Tourism Ambassadors, Mark Sadaloff. In the category of Director, APC Operator, the nominees are Remembering Our Larry Himmel, Jesse Acerin; NBC7 San Diego 5 a.m. Newscast, Mary Ellen Eggleston. In the category of Director, Technical Director, the nominee is 2014 Composite, James Tom Knoll.
Okay, and the Emmy Awards go to
Michael Odino, 2014 Composite.
Rich Underwood, Stories of the Sharp Experience, Episode 13.
Paul Alexander Utalainen, Two Sisters, Two Families.
Michael Brueggemeyer, Wings and Things, Frozen Sucks.
Jesse Acerin, Remembering Our Larry Himmel.
James Tom Knoll, 2014 Composite.
Hey, let's go to Padres Live and Mike Pomerantz.
Dick, thanks very much. We're going to talk about the Gatorade bath and the man who earned it, Corey Spangenberg.
These are stories of real people.
Leslie was the princess. Leslie could do no wrong. Everything went to Leslie.
There was a very uneven treatment in the way that the two girls grew up.
Frozen sucks. That's why we took our original wing recipe and moved to California. And we swore that our chicken would be fresh, never frozen. Add homemade sauces, breadsticks, and a local craft beer. It's the best thing to hit Southern California since 75 degrees in February.
And look back at the brilliant career of our friend and colleague, Larry Himmel.
I'll be a superhero. I won't let you down. I won't let you down.
Thank you. I'm not Michael Odino. I'm accepting for him. He's the director of our San Diego Padres telecast. He's obviously working tonight, so he'll be thrilled with this award. Thank you.
I'm accepting for James Knoll for technical director. Tom is actually working our game today, so that's why he couldn't be here. I know he'd want to say thank you to everybody and thank you to Fox Sports San Diego. Thank you on behalf of Tom.
Hi, I'm Mike Brueggemeyer. I directed the Wings and Things spot. It takes a lot of bravery to make video productions that nobody wants to watch and still have you watch them. I want to thank the client for allowing us to use the word sucks in a commercial. I want to thank Mike Tao for being a fabulous creative collaborator. And I want to thank our filmmaking team, Amalgamated Grommets, for being so talented that I get to stand up here and collect awards for basically standing and watching them be brilliant. Thank you.
I'd like to thank, first of all, my wife, who's kept me balanced and focused throughout the years. I'd like to thank my CBS News 8 family that I've had for the last 30 years. I chose this newscast because it was the day after Larry Hamill had passed away, and we used this newscast as our hour to tribute Larry's accomplishments and to reflect on his services with us. Larry, if you can hear me, say I love you to my mom, and happy Father's Day to my dad. Thank you.
Hello again. Tell us about Boys Toys television series.
Well, Boys Toys, it's all about mind-blowing toys for big boys, as you can imagine. You know that skateboard that Joe rode in on? Yeah. Well, what I feature is way better than that. Cars, yachts, planes. It's pretty amazing.
Sounds great. Oh, sorry. No, let's hear the next group.
In the category of Investigative Report, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Police Chopper Joyrides, Reed Oplanaup Cowan, Rob Klein. I-80 Cash Grab, Kyle Zulke, Glenn Meek. The New Catastrophe of Aging, Dave Summers. Heka Plant, Kiyoshi Tomono. Police Power, A Culture of Corruption, Ellen McGregor, Ari Thanasoulis. Unhappy Trails, Darcy Spears, Oscar Palomo, Keen Bauman. In the category of News, Business, Consumer, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Pet Cemetery Secrets, Mari Payton, Tiffany Spitzer. 8 on Your Side Consumer Reports, Defending Southern Nevadans, Michelle Mortensen. In the category of News, Crime, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Ocean's 1, The Perfect Crime at the Stardust, Aaron Drawhorn. Tras la Pista, Gabriel Preciado, Adriana Arevalo, Jorge Avila. You Took My Samsung, Nathan Vaca, Alexander Brower. Human Sex Trafficking, Alexandra Batris. Pawn Stars Ripoff, George Knapp, Matthew Adams. Strippers, Roofies, and Credit Card Fraud, Glenn Meek, Kyle Zulke. Huellas del Crimen, Martha Caldera, Adriana Arevalo, Julio Abarca. Body Cams, Denise Roche, Jamie Joyce, Dree Declamacy. Herencia del Narco, Fernando Escamilla, Carlos Sanchez. Isla Vista shooting survivor shares story, Victoria Sanchez. City's crown jewel turned crime den, Dan Haggerty, Ari Thanasoulis. Neighbor Nightmare, Vicky Gonzalez, Dree Declamacy. In the category of News, Politics, Government, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Seeking Refuge, Yalda Sharifi, Connor Lawrence Volk, Jim Patton, Austin Gaybig, Netta Iranpour, Derek Stahl. Greener Pastures, Nevada's Medical Marijuana Conundrum, Jackie Heinrich, Jason Harvey. Faulty Fire Hydrants, Kristen Severance. Margins Tax Debate, Kevin Bollinger, Jason Westerhouse. Cliven Bundy versus BLM, Vicky Gonzalez. Nevada Ranchers Fight Against the Federal Government, Jennifer Kastner. ATF versus Gun Parts, Jim Patton, Tuba Gupchik. Tour Bus Dangers, Timothy Kiley. Battle at the Ballot Box, Nevada Margin Tax, Aaron Drawhorn, Cash Cashel, David Peterlins.
And the Emmy goes to
Ellen McGregor, Ari Thanasuli's Police Power, A Culture of Corruption.
Michelle Mortensen, 8, On Your Side, Consumer Reports Defending Southern Nevadans.
Gabriel Presario, Adriana Arevalo, Jorge Avila, Tras la Pista.
Nathan Baca, Alexander Brower, You Took My Samsung.
Dan Haggerty, Ari Thanasuli, City's Crown Jewel Turned Crime Den.
Kristen Severance, Faulty Fire Hydrants.
Timothy Kiley, Tour Bus Dangers.
I like the chief.
They have the power to take away our freedom.
I said, he stopped this girl because she's cute.
The power to exert influence.
How about if you have sex with me? I mean, that's what he said, right in front of the younger officer.
As you may recall, the first bill said she owed around $71,000, but the itemized bill showed she owed just over $22,000. Now that right there was more than $48,000 in savings. We found her.
Hola, mi mami que hola estaba $1,000 mi tía Pa y dijo que le iba a cortar un dedo.
Ashley? With I-Team cameras watching, Mike Cow meets a woman he suspects of stealing his phone and posting it for sale online for $400.
Where'd you get this?
My mom actually got it.
Okay.
The new Central Library downtown appears to be state-of-the-art until you look a bit closer. These are incident reports filed since the place opened by the contracted security company G4S.
Team 10 was there the day after the fire. Roberts told us the nearest hydrant didn't work.
Yeah, the fire department said that it was rusted shut.
6:30 at night, February 3rd last year, a motor coach, as these large buses are called, came to rest on its side across Highway 38 after a violent crash.
Thank you guys so much. I was super pregnant in that clip. I was super pregnant for most of 2014, so kind of an honor to have done that with my baby. And if I won tonight, I said I was going to dedicate this to my former news director, Ron Cummings. I loved working for Ron. I love working at Channel 8. I love being a part of the Las Vegas community. I love running a consumer unit, and it's all thanks to him. I anchored most of my career before I came to Channel 8. He saw something in me and said, consumer's where you need to be. He trusted me, he taught me, he defended me. I couldn't ask for a better boss, and I'm just so grateful for this. And thanks to my husband, because he follows me everywhere, and doesn't that stink?
Thank you very much. For 10 years, I've been driving on the Interstate 10, knowing that one of these tour buses is going to kill me. So I was very happy to do this story. I want to thank John White, who was the reporter on this story, did a fantastic job. I also want to thank my family for letting me edit this story on a Sunday morning in my bed. And last of all, I want to thank my news family for coming out in force tonight and just being the best newsroom that anybody could work in. Thank you very much.
I am so proud of this little statue and so proud to be accepting it in front of a room of such talented people. Thank you to 10 News, to Ari, my man here, putting together a great story. And thank you mainly to my wife, who's going to be out here in just a second, Kristen. She is the reason I'm standing up here, and I mean that completely literally. She forced me to put this story in. I never believe in myself. She is who makes me who I am up here. So thank you. I love you.
Hold on. I'd just like to say, when my producer asked me if I wanted to meet Dan at the downtown San Diego library at 2 a.m., I had to think about it for a second, but then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to work with Dan. I've never worked with him before, and we worked together just one time, and this is what happens, Dan. Greatness. So thank you, Dan. It was awesome.
And I just have to thank Ari Thanasoulis again. I love working with him. I also want to thank Ella McGregor. She was our manager of Team 10. I want to thank her for her support, and that's it. Thank you.
Go ahead. Thank you. I want to say thank you, God, for everything that allowed to me do in this life. Thank you, God. Thank you, my parents, especially my news director, Adriana Aravalo. Luisa Collins, thank you so much for your trust in me. And I want to dedicate this special award to all the immigrants who come to the United States trying to get the success in this country. For them, thank you, God.
When you have great people in your team, you always can do great things, and this is proof of it. Thank you very much. This is for our entire team, for our company, Intravision, who is supporting us with everything, and of course for my family, my kids, my husband, my parents, everyone. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank Mitch Blocker, who can't be here. He took a job in Philadelphia, but he is as much a part of this as I am. He put this together, the police power. Thank you, Mitch. And I want to thank my wife again. Adele, I think we need another shelf. Thank you.